Get off me, motherfucker!
My name is Roddy Piper, and this is my world.
Get the fuck out. Out! It's my show.
These 12 prospects have come from all around the world to train with me.
Hit me! Do the fucking high spot, not fucking rocket science. I hate big, dumb fucking guys.
I will break them down.
You tell me! No! Tell me! I'm flying across the f***ing country!
I will look into their hearts.
You need to make it by this next show, or you should get the fuck out.
They will perform at World of Hurt Live, and the crowd will know if they are the real thing. I will give these kids a taste of the pain, the heartache that is professional wrestling.
All my friends are dead.
I will let them know if they have what it takes.
Attaboy!
Or if they should quit now, before somebody gets hurt.
Get your shit together. If you get it wrong, you make me look bad.
This is my business. A world of pain. A world of risk. A world of hurt.
Roddy's students all dream of making a living in pro wrestling. Nick Price will have to evaluate every aspect of himself in order for his dream to become a reality.
What's up, man?
My name's Nick Price, and I came here to train with the best.
You know Roddy Piper?
Oh, I know.
It's gonna be your trainer. I'm gonna be his assistant. I've never met the guy before. He comes up with a silly, stupid beard on his face. Looks like just a skinny little indie wrestler. Usually a guy I wouldn't pay attention to, but I'm not gonna judge a book by its cover.
Now, do we get to wrestle at all?
Well, I don't know. You might go down for the count.
Well, sounds like a challenge.
He told Danielle that maybe they could wrestle. I don't appreciate that. I'm sure Danielle didn't appreciate that. I'm gonna make sure he bloody knows that as well.
I've been wrestling for about 3 or 4 years now. Some people have that dream of going to like the top tier, but I mean, I'd be happy just making an okay living off professional wrestling. I mean, it's not the most glamorous dream, but it's what I want. All right.
What are you doing, man?
What am I doing, wrestling?
Yeah, why are you here?
I grew up wanting to be a superhero, realized those aren't real. Yeah. Closest thing I could probably get to is in tights, and wrestling is, you know, exactly everything I want.
I'm not here to make a wrestling school, nor do I ever intend to have a wrestling school.
All right.
I'm just passing through. But I take this real serious.
Of course.
If you want to be a wrestler because 80,000 people are out there screaming and being a superhero, that's really cool, but that's the wrong reason. Yeah. If you want to be adulated for wrestling, go win the Olympics.
Yeah.
When you put the word pro in front of it, the reason you're in it is for money. No other reason. I could give a fuck if I ever signed an autograph. I could give a fuck if I'm ever on TV. I never saw a pro match. First one I saw, I was in. I could give two shits about it. I don't watch it on TV. But I feed my family with it, and I love it.
Yeah.
But I need you to get your priorities straight. You're young, and it's beautiful. But you don't know where you're going.
Training begins with in-ring evaluations. This will be the students' first opportunity to impress Roddy and each other.
I'm just trying to get to that point where somebody can watch one of my matches and say, this guy's clearly got something.
I haven't seen Nick in a while. I worked a couple shows with him, and it was a pleasure working with him. Always get along with him. He's a good guy.
Nick Price looks like he's from Planet of the Apes or something. He's got that ugly face, and he's got that stupid purple hair.
The beard and the hair. You know, without it, I look too young. I look like I'm 14. This one I've dubbed, I think it's just called Lightning Strikes. I actually name all my facial hair.
Time. What you did is you went right into spots. Two guys selling the same, looking the same, bouncing the same. How boring. Go talk about what you did.
It all pushes me. I want to keep going and I want to keep doing all this because A, it's a dream. B, I have so much to prove to myself, my family, my friends.
K and KC.
Evaluations continue, and Nick is focused on Casey Spinelli, the women's assistant trainer and his ex-girlfriend.
Come on, Casey!
Me and Casey Spinelli do have a past. Things ended on some rough terms. A lot of it, maybe all of it was my fault, I won't lie.
Mine and Nick's relationship ending is not the first relationship that's ever ended in the wrestling business. We're here together for a little while, we want to learn, and that's really it. We don't need to be best friends, but we don't need to be enemies.
I've heard before they used to sleep together or something like that, not my business. But he seems a bit weird.
Time. Alrighty. You know, some of it is kind of like Wrestling 101 for you all, Wrestling 102, etc. But I gotta bring the individuals out in you now. You need your finish. I use a sleeper. You can work in and out of it. I should show you, man. We want to get put to sleep.
Nick raises his hand up in the air. Yeah, I will. You know, like the front of the class, the little teacher's pet.
Like, it's Roddy Piper, I'm Nick Price. We're gonna meet? That's awesome.
3-fingered grip. For like neck cranks, 3-fingered, it's all leverage. You practice it like this, and you practice it like that. Judo Gene LaBelle invented that. You okay with this?
I'm perfect.
Take care of you. Turn around.
Roddy put him in the sleeper, and Nick went to sleep. I don't know really what else to say about it.
Coming up on World of Hurt.
Got a ball.
Before the break on World of Hurt.
We want to get put to sleep.
Nick's an idiot for volunteering for that, first of all. He didn't see me putting my hand up. Roddy's choked out a lot of guys, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, and Nick Price thinks he's better than Andre the Giant. Like, this guy's he's an idiot.
He got up afterwards and he's coughing and choking. He said he was fine, but he wasn't. I could see his red eyes bloodshot. He looked like stoned or something like that. He was all bloodshot. He didn't know what was going on. He was in a different world, different place.
That was pretty intense. I think he probably lost some brain cells. He needed those brain cells, and now they're gone.
I think Nick took the choke out like a good sport. He wouldn't have volunteered himself if he didn't want it done, but it was scary to watch.
A new day begins, and Nick has recovered from Roddy rendering him unconscious.
I won't lie, I didn't expect that. I figured he was just kind of gonna show the technique of the sleeper hold and kind of, explain it. When I got in there, it's always an honor to do anything with Piper. Just tying up with him, talking to him. But the fact that he put me in his finish and legitimately choked me out, there was a moment of sheer fear. When I came to, my throat hurt, my head hurt. I wasn't scared anymore, it was more just, I don't even know the word that I was, but it was something. It was something else. It was completely different than anything I felt before.
I'm putting you in another league here, all of you. And one of the things in that league that is constant with the best of the best, that it seems to be, is honor. There's a quote, Shakespeare, Richard II, I think it is. My life and my honor, they grow as one. Take my honor and my life is done, so my dear liege. My honor let me try, with that I live, or with that I die. In other words, f*** you, king. Ask me nice, be nice, disrespect me. It ain't worth it, I'd rather die. When you guys are going in there, you keep this in your heart. All right, let's roll.
Nick has a second chance to impress Roddy, but remains focused on KC.
Just having her here, it's kind of uplifting. I can show off and try to impress her and stuff with my flips.
Me and Nick Price broke up because he's very into himself and he's flirtatious around the other women wrestlers.
He's probably thinking a lot about stuff. I mean, I am.
There you go. Attaboy. All right, time. Okay, help me out here. I would like to put something to this match. What do you think is the one that you can shine most? Ladders?
Wanting to showcase their unique style, Roddy decides to add a ladder to Cam and Nick's match.
We need to figure out how to showcase what you guys are doing, some nice work, and incorporate the ladder into it.
This decision will give both men the opportunity to display their athletic ability, but adds an incredible amount of risk.
I guess they're gonna have a ladder match, and to be honest, whatever, that's cool. Those guys can go in and kill themselves for all I care.
There are countless dangers. The ladder itself is a weapon. It's not just an instrument that you use to win the match. You can use that in tons of ways. Jump off it, hit people with it, place them on it, jump on them. There's so many things you can do.
It's a very uncontrolled type of match. A lot can go wrong. Very exciting for the fans.
Nick Price lost a lot of brain cells when he got put in that sleeper, so who knows what they'll do in there. They're crazy.
Coming up on World of Hurt. Before the break on World of Hurt.
We need to figure out how to showcase what you guys are doing and incorporate the ladder into it.
It's a very uncontrolled type of match. A lot can go wrong.
Who knows what they'll do in there. They're crazy.
I can go on and on about the things that are really good about this experience, because I mean, there's so many. But I also realize that this is gonna be one of the harder things that I've ever experienced. The show's called World of Hurt, and there's a reason for that.
Hey! Get off him! Get off him! Whoa. You all right?
I'm great.
I walk into the change rooms again because I'm expecting it's going to be pigsty. I'm just going to pick up some towels, you're going to clean up a little bit after these little kids. And, bloody Cam's got Nick in a chokehold.
What do you think you're f***ing doing? Practicing the sleeper, dude.
I don't think Cam was wearing a shirt. Maybe he was wearing a shirt. But they were getting a bit close and they were very buddy-buddy. You know what I mean? So I'm getting the feeling here, I'm getting the vibe that they like touching each other. More than a practice wrestling type of way. You guys, I'm on to you guys.
Teacher's pet, let's go, Buzz.
Let's roll. Cam and Nick. You, 22 years old, dumb, full of... and a sweetheart. How do you sell? I'm gonna lock up with you. See, I'm trying to figure out what his weakness is. How fast is he? I need to pin this guy in the shortest amount of time so I don't get hurt. Okay, and lock up. Now I need to feel how strong he is. Okay, stop him. It's the pauses that makes the difference. It's when you don't do nothing that makes the difference. As long as the intention is there. Ding, ding.
As part of the match, Nick and Cam will attempt to climb a ladder to retrieve a case filled with money.
This is a perfect match to be creative and think outside the box.
Usually what happens is guys will start jumping off and doing crazy moves and stunts, and those guys are idiots. I would never do that.
You know, it's the risk you take for not only the audience to give them the show they want, but, you know, its own personal kind of pride and honor.
Good stuff from the top. You started telling the story why you wanted the ladder, and I liked going around the ladder. Allow the pauses to breathe. Just reinforce what's going on. Might be a spot for
someone to hook a sleeper. Might be interesting.
With the ladder match only days away, Nick must focus, but his attention remains on KC.
When you left, it got all f***ed up. I know I f***ed up. I know.
Okay, seriously, like, get out.
Coming up on World of Hurt.
Nick down to the top rope. Oh my God!
Before the break on World of Hurt.
Me and Casey Spinelli, we do have a past.
It's not the first relationship that's ever ended in the wrestling business.
Just having her here, it's kind of uplifting. I can show off and try to impress her and stuff with my flips. When you left, it got all f***ed up. I know I f***ed up.
Okay, seriously, like, get out.
Casey and Nick probably having sex in the shower of the wrestling change rooms. That's not right. They're here for wrestling, not for sex.
It's been coming up almost 3 years now, and we've gone from having a great relationship to a shitty relationship.
To a great relationship.
To a great relationship.
To having a shitty relationship. Yeah. To a great relationship. Anyways.
He's stolen my heart, ladies and gentlemen.
Hours before his ladder match, Nick is nervous.
In this business, if you're not nervous before you wrestle, get out of the business, because it just shows you don't care. This being my first singles ladders match, I'm nervous, rickety nervous, like I'm shaking, butterflies in the stomach, head's going a million miles an hour. But at the same time, I mean, this is what I do.
So you guys gonna get married or what?
No. Me and Casey, we're back together. Not to sound cliche or too mushy, but it's like heaven on earth. Every minute's a good day.
You know, I said from day one, wrestling brought us together, wrestling tore us apart, and guess what? Wrestling brought us together again, and there's my little strike of lightning. Could be true love, could be stupid love. People do stupid things when they're in love, so we'll see.
Welcome everyone to World of Hurt Live! Tonight, for the first time ever in World of Hurt history, a freaking ladder match. Kamikaze and Nick Price.
Shush. Shush, 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 shush. Listen up, all you troglodytes. This is my time to shine. And at the end of the day, see, I know when the place is right, when the time is right, God damn, the price is right. And that money, Kamikaze, that money's coming home with me, no matter what I have to do to get it.
Making his way to the ring, weighing in at 195 pounds, from Victoria, British Columbia, Nick Price!
Well, here we go. Cam has promised to give the money to the crowd. Nick has promised to keep the money for himself.
With Roddy and Casey watching, Nick must push his body to the limit in order to meet expectations.
Oh my God, he's using it as a weapon. Nick now to the top rope. Oh my God! These men are beating their bodies senseless. Wow! Exchanging blows in the center of the ring. On top, 10 feet of metal. This is making me nervous. For God's sakes! Nick now climbing the ladder. Cam fighting his way to the top. Cam has found his way to his feet. Cam pulling Nick through.
With both men balancing dangerously on the ladder, Roddy's training pays off.
Might be a spot for someone to hook a sleeper.
Hey, get off him! What do you think you're f***ing doing? Practicing the sleepers.
Nick gets the sleeper on Cam 10 feet in the air. With nothing beneath him but cement and a wrestling ring. Cam has somehow fought his way back. Don't do it. Drug from the 10th rung. Nick is down to his feet, but Cam has the case. It's over. Cam has won the prize. Cam making good on his promise. He's giving away money to the audience. What is going on? The match is over. Stop it. Nick is stealing the money. Somebody call the police. We've just witnessed a robbery.
Oh, I'm tired as balls right now. This is the worst time for an interview. Come here. You're getting the shot. There you go. Thank you. I think, you know, honestly, I think Piper's gonna like it a lot. The crowd is huge into it. We did our parts, both heel and face. And yeah, I think, I mean, I guess, I don't want to get my hopes too high, but I really hope he's gonna say everything positive, and hopefully no bad feedback there.
I was a little disappointed. I didn't see the story. There was no pauses. It was brutal. Some great aerial. I know you hurt yourself. But that's where the magic is.
In the pauses.
My job here is to tell you the truth.
Yeah, that's
Okay. Okay. You're one of the few here that I think's got a shot.
Thank you.
I really do. I wouldn't say it. You have something special. You have a gift in you that I don't see anyplace else right now that's like you. Your interviews, you either got it or you don't got it.
Yeah.
And I don't think you realize what you got. If you wanted to do this for a living, I believe you could make a really good living at it.